So, what is the answer? What is the solution? Well, I mean, any 5-year-old child can tell you, ultimately, clearly, you need to not engage in violence. You need to stop trying to sue people. If somebody's done something wrong, you need to expose them. Society itself will make a judgment as to why they're doing something wrong and not consume, not give in, not allow the variables into their society into which that presence exists. Um, after the Trade Center was taken down, in my opinion, hit by terrorists from Saudi Arabia, organized by a mastermind, to be facilitated by a Al Qaeda leader who was watching his people go insane um, for not having a modern state of Western thinking, Western democracy. You know, as bizarre and whatever, I get how and why they think the way they do. Women, they want, I don't know, something, but they don't want to be a piece of meat. The Muslims went a little too extreme, just figuring out how to not make that the case, how to give them that wish. Um, all mankind has forever been giving wishes to things which it can in manners and ways that is concerning. Um, but we hit the Al Qaeda bases in Afghanistan that justified an act of fear against the entire country, which was mostly just filled with third world, impoverished, yet civilized individuals, um, as humble and simple as a hippie, as theologically in touch with God as any other spiritual individual, and as self-sufficient as a farmer, even though in many cases only capable of feeding potatoes for dinner for a single mother in Afghanistan. Um, but loving, her mask, her cloak, she doesn't want to be thrusted into a world where she's tempting men with her boobs and with her body and with her beautiful face, um, to think about anything more than a man who sees a woman, a mother, taking care of children, in need of more than potatoes for dinner. Um, and that's just philosophically where she came from, naturally. Incomprehensible to an American woman, naturally. But at the core, not so much so. When American women get into discussions about what true freedom entails based on the context and circumstances of modern reality, they'd probably see eye to eye with that Muslim woman. They don't want to be a piece of meat, but they would like some meat to feed their children. Well, unless they're vegetarian. Then they just want a higher variety of soy and vegetables, probably. Or impossible meat. Very, very tasty modern invention of vegetable meat tasting things. Anyways, getting out off topic here. Um, naturally, these variables are very adjusted and different in the Orient and throughout India. What's common, what's okay, what doesn't make you feel guilt, and what ends you into a position into which you feel that high, that energy off family life and off interconnectedness to an internal honesty within yourself, um, is ultimately what we're going for. Self-sustainability, self-sufficiency, and a lack of circumstantial variables where people are suffering amongst such um, capable uh, communal helps. You know, in New York, when they see a homeless person, it's dearly sad to them, even though it's so sad that they cut themselves off from their emotion to even think to help this person. They just immediately think this person's committed a crime, this person's a drug addict, this person's a that, this person's another. And they rely on social systems unto which create circumstances like uh, social workers and ingrain theological references to all loving constructs of ultimate theological divinity. And it doesn't go anywhere. It just leaves these people unfed, dirty. Well, actually, not in most cases. They can get food in a lot of cases, but no showers, no beds, no. All these things are incomprehensible. And again, they're like, no, you're wrong. We do great with that. It's like, ultimately, then why are there still examples of homeless people? Why can't you have a social worker, theological, religious success rate into which you connect people to a motive to live and a circumstance into which they have cushions to lay on, showers to have, and food to be gotten, and hopefully a motive to partake in some sort of facilitation of an eventual self-sufficiency, which is also, again, difficult in a world into which minimum wage, still even in New York at $15 an hour, is in such a higher stakes world, still very inadequate from a minimum wage perspective. Anyways,